Alright, we're going to watch a cash cup from one of my subscribers that told me to watch this game. He said this guy was cheating. So let's have a look. Came in 87th place, I believe it was. 86. So this guy right here, Noise. So 22 elimination game on his last one. Let's have a watch. It's crazy how confident these kids are that they'll never get banned or caught. Like, they just buy every skin that comes out. They have all the skins. Playing all the tournaments. So let's see if this guy's cheating. Let's see if my subscriber's right. So he did see this guy land over here. He's seen him flying in. Weird how he angled his screen there, but so far, kind of weird how he's angling his screen. Yeah, already. Yeah, this is already very suspicious. Like, he knows this guy's here. It's kind of weird how he's looking for this angle already. Yeah, I don't like to call it too early, but this guy is definitely cheating. I can already see that he's cheating, but you know how I am. I always like to watch the video and let it add up, but this guy is very sus the way he's putting his screen. Very sus. So he's crouching already. He can probably hear this guy. I think I heard him break some metal. But look how he's putting his screen perfectly the guys he can't hear. And then he's just doing this. He's not like worried about the corners. He's just worried about up there where this guy is. So that is very sus that he has ESPs on. Like, obviously we can hear this guy. Then he's going to know he's here, it looks like. So far, it's just the way he's putting his screen. He's really moving like a cheater. I guarantee he's going to do a bunch of lock-ons through builds. I guarantee he's just going to be perfectly hovering on his head through 5 builds. Yeah, look at that tracking. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's got aimbot. He jumped up and his cursor stayed right on his head while he was jumping up like that. It just looks so weird through 2 builds that are metal. He's doing it again, yeah. Yeah, this guy has aimbot and ESPs. Watch, he's gonna put his screen like they always do towards the players. Look at them, yep. Gotta check. They always do that. Things you wouldn't have to do, but they always do it. Already knows when he comes out. He's already locked onto this guy. He can't see it. He can't see footprints. 35 meters. And 35 meters is not as far as you think. You'll usually hear them if you have a good headset and a good audio. You'll hear them before you can see the footprints. If they're like hitting things with their pickaxe or something. Look at this. He's like looking at this guy we can't see, right? He's actually using... Did they take the Sentinel out already? I know they're supposed to take it out. Is that next week, I think, right? On the update? That's going to completely change the meta. Let's see how he finds someone. Let's see. Is he going to find the guy on the hill right above him instantly? Yep. Yeah, this guy's cheating. Yeah, yeah, look at this. He knows the angle, yeah. And the only one close to him, right? The only one close to him. And of course he tracked him before he even saw it. And he's going to know exactly where he went to. I mean, that was pretty easy. Even if they get rid of competitive, I don't think it's going to still get rid of the cheaters. I think it's kind of like the dead internet theory that will happen to video game, and I think the same thing will happen. Nobody will know what's real, who's not cheating, so they'll just kind of give up. Because this guy's clearly got trigger bot. They'll just kind of give up on actually watching and thinking, because with sports, you turn it on, you're going to be amazed all the time, because you know you can't do who LeBron's doing, Michael Jordan's doing, what Jalen Hurts doing, Tom Brady. You know you can't do this, and this is exceptional. With these guys, it's like some fake AI shit. Like, nobody is going to believe it eventually. It's like Facebook. They're making fake accounts and fake profiles and all this type of stuff. It's like Instagram too. People with Oh, I got 500,000 followers. You click on them. Yeah, 150,000 of them are fake. They're all bots. And that's kind of what video games will become, and I think it will kind of die out. Because at the first one, Instagram, if someone had like 1 million followers, you're like, oh, that's a big deal. Now that you could be Joe Blow down the street just botting your account, so it doesn't even mean anything anymore. So I think video games could die out money-wise for that. I don't think the industry will die out. I just think it could eventually backfire against streamers. I haven't seen that clip. I don't know if you guys saw it, but the girl, the streamer, she got caught viewbotting. She did it live on stream. He just toggled his aim on this guy there. Yeah, she got caught viewbotting.
Shit happens. Hi, Chief. Hello. Huh? Okay, I will be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I'll just come back in a sec.
A lot of people are doing that. So I think it's going to go to die because no one's going to believe everybody watching you is fake. They're all bots. You're using Aimbot. You're using this. Like, there's just so many things that you're not even going to be playing the game anymore. You're just going to be like a face of a brand. And I think people will start to not enjoy watching it that much anymore. I hope I'm wrong. I don't want it to go away, but just if you guys ever heard the dead internet theory, it's kind of like same with video games. Because I guarantee if you guys all found out there was like dead proof that Peterbot was cheating, like if absolute proof showed up on his screen, cheat menu, that would really hurt Fortnite, like a lot. Because so many people would just lose faith in everybody. I truly believe that. And no one would want to watch it and everybody think everybody's bullshit. So if one big player gets caught that's on top for a long time, that would destroy it. But I'm not sure. Maybe Fortnite's like Call of Duty where everything's whitelisted for certain players. I don't know. I'm not calling Peterbot a cheater. I don't know. It's hard to believe at some point that he didn't use something. But I don't really know. I say sports isn't scripted, but hey, even that's scripted sometimes. It feels like the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight. Like, that shit was scripted. I did not enjoy watching that at all. And that's what these tournaments are becoming for me. Who's using better cheats? Who's paid more to who? It's just a fake game at this point. Like, holy shit. You could tell he wanted to shoot this other guy, but he's going for this guy. I mean, you shouldn't be in a brick box like this. Of course he's going to push you. Unless you're like changing your settings, I'm just going to tell you guys, don't ever do that if you don't want to fight people. Just sit in a brick box. At least do what this guy's doing, sit in a bush. Or sit in a house crouching somewhere. Because any good player in a cash cup or ranked is going to push you. I mean, if you're wood especially. But if you're too early boxed up like this by yourself in one box, guarantee you're getting pushed. Unless you want to fight. But if you wanted to fight, you'd be looking for the first shot on somebody. How well his cursor stays when they're already fully built stuff is insane. Look at him looking at this guy. He's looked at this guy multiple times in the bush. You could tell he knows he's there. Yeah, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Shoots at him. For what reason, right? For what reason? I knew it would happen. He's looking at guys we can't see again. Just looking at these guys. Looking at the guys on the hill. He's just too accurate with his screen. It's way too accurate. And then he just locks onto that guy. Subscriber is definitely right. This guy's cheating. That music is insanely loud. I can't even hear myself talk. And this guy's... Honestly, I feel his pain though. Sometimes trying to get through these when the mantle's not working, it's like, what? I think one of the biggest piss offs, I think you guys agree though, is like when you're trying to build fight someone and you accidentally kick off. Like, either have fall damage, or you know what I mean? Just screw up your retake. King Von. Yo, what just happened? Major glitch, and then this guy comes out of nowhere. Yeah, I mean... yeah, as soon as he puts his aim down sights, as soon as he snaps that on, you can just see how well it tracks them. This is not silent aim. This is aimbot. Like, that's what it looks like to me anyway. Look at this. Yeah, he doesn't know he's there. Yeah, okay. Looking at him through a train. Because a lot of them are just using silent aim, stuff like this. They're not actually using full aimbot. And obviously I don't know everything about cheating, guys. Like, I don't cheat myself. So you guys are like, oh, he doesn't know that package deleted in actually January. They don't have that cheat anymore. How the hell am I going to know that? I'm not the one downloading cheats like you guys. I can just tell you that this guy is definitely cheating. I could tell you when somebody's cheating without knowing exactly what program they have installed or exactly how it all works. I can just tell you this is not human. I think I made a pretty good example of my last video where I thought the guy that might not be cheating was the guy who was the best on their team. He dropped like 23 eliminations, and the other guys were absolute bots with aimbot and wall hacks. But the guy I wasn't sure about was the guy who was popping off carrying them. So it's not just about how good you are in skill. You can tell he's trying to hide it though. You can clearly see. He shot at that one guy in the bush, but he's trying not to make it too obvious. He's not rage hacking. He needed to pop off on this game though, because this is the game where does he win? He gets 20 some? I'm not sure what place he was in before this. I think this is his last game, right? This put him in top basically 100, so I think he did need this game. I think he did. Now it's all about how well you can hide it. That's the thing with cheating. Trying to hide it and act like you're not cheating. Even everything, like he had no concern about this brick box, that there's no one in the cone in it. Like, why? Why did you have no concern? You built that wall. The first thing I would have been worried about is that wall when I took that brick, when I butted up against it. Sometimes I say, look at him, lock onto that guy again. It's not always what they do, sometimes it's what they don't do or what they don't look at that you should be concerned about. Trigger bot, perfect. And that's the thing, like, trigger bot with aimbot is one of those things. You can take a below average player and he can pretty much be a pro player once you give him that stuff. At least in these opening rounds, don't get me wrong, in finals these players usually fail. Depending on how strong they make it. It gets too obvious use for them usually. Unless they're just only using their cheats to not fight people and only get placement. Which we've seen some players do that. Yeah, he's not playing super confident. But he's going to pop off here in in-game, so I want to see this. Now the actual finals is live right now as I'm making this video, so we'll see later how he does. Because he's not banned. Let's see, it's going up the mountain, so this is crazy. 64 builds is pulling up, so let's see what he does. Honestly, he hasn't done anything impressive at all up until this point. Even the rotations to this point were not impressive at all. When you have ESPs and you can see where everybody is. This was better. I was going to say, he could probably just stay left. And with these guys, like, I guarantee he knows another cheater in this lobby. These guys never go into these alone. They're always teaming with people. Even if we don't see them, they're still in the lobby in a Discord call telling them people are weak or shoot here. Alright, so here it goes. Let's see this rotation. I think everything is going to be one shot with the shotgun, but let's see. Like, yeah, he's going to get lucky from Siphon with his aimbot, yeah. That's what kept him alive. You didn't do any fancy building, anything at all. Yeah, this is the most he's done. It's just box up. If he didn't have Siphon, oh yeah, he's big time donezo. He's dropping all these limbs, but nothing about this is impressive. It's not satisfying to watch, you know what I mean? Like when you watch a really good pro player, it's actually satisfying. Even the other guy that we watched, I'll bring it back to that. He was actually satisfying, even though he might have been cheating. He was satisfying to watch. He was doing like, he was outplaying people. This guy's not outplaying people. And that's one of the biggest telltale signs is when there doesn't match on EU servers. Cash Cup. You just look like an average player to me, but with your cheats on. Mustache. Mustache. Was that the actual mustache? And he goes down. But like, nothing was special at all what he was doing there. Looks like he's barely even played Zone Wars before. Just an average player. Who's gonna win the match? Who's gonna win the match? What do you got here? 3 left. Can Commissar Fishy? Nope. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, he's getting annihilated by this mini. The minigun's not even fair, honestly. The minigun is so broken. Look at this guy's loadout, of course. Speeds up. Yeah, I haven't even seen anything from this guy. I can already tell this guy's better than the guy we just watched, and he has like 5 kills. You know? And the other guy's got like 22 kills. He's just moving like your average public lobby player. That's honestly what it is. Every average pub player now is just pro level with their cheats. Anyway, if you guys like this type of content, make sure to drop a sub, drop a like, drop a comment, and I'll catch you in the next one.